This is the nicest papaya I've ever eaten. With coconut milk. And a view. Finally got the sails up. But any minute now, it's gonna die off. And we're gonna have to drop it all. Oh, there you go. It's the first slap I've heard.
Hi.
I'm talking to myself, / the camera. You just keep watching Game of Thrones. Don't you worry about me. Oh yeah, we got a fish. He mustn't be very big.
Can you get the hook out?
Yeah, sitting right there. I can grab it in a heartbeat.
Okay. He's pretty tough, this guy.
We got a tuna!
That's another skipjack, I think.
There he goes. We've just got a random little storm here. But no rain as of yet. 20 knots of wind. Still got the mainsail up, so we're heeled over. But we're not going to drop it because we know it's only going to last probably 10 minutes, I reckon. What do you reckon?
What's up, hombre? What do I reckon? First bit of sailing I've done in about 3 days.
Stoked?
Now, bucketing down.
It is.
No, I'm stoked. We threw, yeah, heading into some storm clouds and we just threw all the sail up. It was awesome. Mad dog on it.
A steady breeze had come in that morning and was definitely there to stay, which meant all hands on deck for most of the day. We were expecting to make landfall in the Tuamotus early the following morning.
I've been trying to find the rain, stay between the lines. Still this whole it gets on.
So we now have 20 knots of wind and we're getting about 40 degrees to the wind, which is pretty good. So yeah, it's blowing a gale all of a sudden. We're heeled over like this. My once clean galley now looks like a pigsty I saw not too long ago. There's little baby pigs! And yeah, we are sitting outside because that's all we can do, reading a book. And I'm not even going to look at the mess inside until later, until it calms down a little bit. I was literally just thinking how awesome it would be if we caught another fish, and I was looking at the lure and then I saw this wahoo. It's only small, but it jumped out, took the lure, and yeah, I just slowed down the boat as much as I could because we were flying, and Riley's pulling it in now. Deliciosa.
Just another reason why you'd be better off with a cat.
Yeah. Alright, so Eli's got the standard fillet and some very unattractive looking beans and lentils because of a food shortage in Nukuhiva. And Riley's got ceviche, Nelly style, minus the coriander and all the exciting stuff.
It's what you've done with it, Dale.
I know.
We were only 10 nautical miles from our first atoll, Rhapsody. Riley was absolutely knackered from a hard night's sail, so I had been playing captain since the early hours of the morning. I was super nervous going through our first pass because we didn't really have the best weather for it. There was no sun to help us spot dangerous reefs under the surface.
I just wanted to explain, we've arrived at our first Tuamotu.
Atoll, our first atoll.
Atoll in the Tuamotus. There's a ring of reef with a passage in it. What happens is you're supposed to go through on slack tide or a rising tide so that the current goes in, because obviously all the current around it, all the water around it drops for low tide, and then the water is still inside the atoll and it rushes out really quickly, and it can cause like a 6 knot current. So depending on the tides and the current and the direction of the wind and all that, it can be ripping at 6+ knots through the channel. So because of that, and because of all the coral reefs or bommies that are scattered throughout the place, you're supposed to go through on slack tide or a rising tide, and when the sun is between 10 and 2. So if you have a look at the sky at the moment, we would not be able to see one single bit of reef, and I've got eye tides, the guesstimator, and some other tide timetables, and we think we're roughly on target, but it's so up in the air at the moment. And this is our first one. Like, it's blowing about 17 knots and the sky is completely grey.
Don't get me wrong, I'm in no hurry, in no rush to say goodbye. You're confused.
We got through A-OK and dropped the anchor in 20 meters of water. We pulled ourselves together, cleaned up the galley and fed ourselves. No, I haven't made poached eggs in ages. Look at those bad boys. Oh, look out.
Perfect.
Mine will be awful, that's always the way it is.
We had a pretty rough sail. It was maybe, was it 4 days?
Yeah.
There was consistent storms, so it would go from 8 knots and you'd just get all of your sails up and it's all going nice and smoothly. And then a storm would come through, or not a storm, a squall, and it'd just blow you sideways and you'd have to take a reeve and then another reeve. And
As you can see by the corkboard. Tell us about your connection between Star Trek and the Vagabonde.
Oh, it's a bit personal on that.
Come on, I think it's funny.
Oh, well, because I used to watch Star Wars and that when I was a kid, and these guys have got their own vessel and they're cruising around in the universe. I was like, that is just so cool. And I think I can trace my urge to be the captain of my own vessel back to watching those guys and Roger Wilco from Space Quest. The best computer game ever.
Well, the weather has definitely calmed down a lot.
This is as calm as it gets.
Give me a little sunshine, this will be just about perfect, I reckon.
Give me a little rest, sunshine. We left La Vagabonde and headed in to check out land before the sunset.
I'm
song by Hein Cooper. It's called Curse My Life. And it's such a beautiful song. I hope you can hear it. It's really windy outside. We're here with Regis. How many years have you lived here for?
Oh, I'm here since 2008.
Okay, and this is his supermarket.
Petit supermarket.
Alright, I think we got everything.
What about the champignons? Are they?
Yeah, champignon. This one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Can we have two of them?
Yep.
What's going on?
There's a boat. There's like a friend of ours who we haven't met yet. But they're anchored over the other side of the island. They brought these goats back. I'd heard this story before, and then I heard from Regis, and they brought these goats over from Nuku Hiva for the island. So like, I don't know, they're going to breed them and whatever, but here they are here.
They're so cute.
I've heard all about these goats, like.
The famous little goaties. Look at ya. Oh, they're going for a little walk together.
See you, boys.
Chocolate.
Caca.
Nah,
You got no caca.
no caca.
Are you lying to me?
No, I'm telling the truth.
Elayna.
So it hasn't stopped raining, and if we aren't swimming, there's not much else to do. So we've decided to have a movie afternoon, and we're going to show you how the galley can be transformed into a slumber party room. This is my distressed face. We accidentally just watched one of the most scariest twisted movies I've ever seen. I don't watch scary movies, and neither does Riley, so that was like...
The worst thing is, it's the movie's Tusk, and I just
It's called
realised
Tusk, don't ever watch it.
when I rocked up to work once, when Elayna and I went back to Australia, the boys were calling me Tusk. They're like, "Oh, Tusky's back. It's the new Tusk," and I've just figured out what it all means, and it's very disturbing.
Riley's putting on Star Wars so we can get his mind off it. And I'm gonna cook some dinner and listen to some Beach House. So the weather's finally calmed down today, and we're going spearing on a local's big boat with our friends from Silent Sun. So that should be really good.
It should be. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yes, we're already on our wetsuits.
I got dressed about an hour early.
I know, we're very excited.
So we had finally bumped into the goat transporters from Silent Sun, Chris and Jess, who were keen to go spearfishing. You have to swim with one of these fish floats because the sharks come out from everywhere as soon as there is a wounded fish in the water.
So from the bottom of your mind, you get hypnotized.
So I swam down, I was at about 18 metres, and I shot this fish, which immediately went and hit under a rock, which brought the attention of at least a dozen sharks, and they were circling and angry. And I haven't come across that before. So I was absolutely freaking out. My breath holds were knackered and my gun was stuck under a rock. So I was swimming down, Elayna was swimming next to me, trying to like fend them off. And at one stage I got bunted in the foot by a shark that was behind me. So I was sort of there trying to pull the spear out from under a rock, and I've been nosed by a shark. And Elayna just thought nothing of it, but I was absolutely petrified.
The dark side of the moon, his face is the earth. He really lets us know, 'cause what we are worth.
Unfortunately, we could only go for little reef fish because of the prevalence of ciguatera in these waters.
We just got back from diving and I'm well and truly knackered. I reckon I dived down probably about 50 times today. Yeah, and we're going for a barbecue tonight over at the Pearl Farm, which is just over there. Chris and Jess had introduced us to the owner of the Pearl Farm, Hermano, that gave us a quick little tour before inviting us to his house for the barbecue. Pearl farming is a big part of the people's lives here in the Tuamotus and in the whole of French Polynesia. They produce beautiful, dense, shiny pearls by the thousands. Hermano then took us all to his little pink house to cook us up some fish. We've got to cross a river to get to the house. Please don't fall, Elaynas.
Hey boy.
Hey boy.
Dat is de R-A-I-E-O.
This is an awesome house. More fish? And we've got punch as well.
Nice
Anyone
fish.
who likes alcohol?
I'll just go and get it. No, don't stop looking at me. I'll go and get it.
Hey, Mum.
Swimming down there in what I can only just said death. Right. There are, it's not normal to me. There are like a dozen sharks through.
What kind of fish are these? Sardine? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
There'll be a day either side where you're cleaning your diet.
What do you call it?
Copero.
Copero. 3 different kinds of fish. What do you think, Rouse?
Am I eating too much?
I haven't seen you eat too much yet, but I'll let you know.
Avocado with cheese.
Thanks for watching that episode. If you guys like the singing in that, I've actually got an album for sale. It's called Covers from the Ocean. It's for sale on Bandcamp and the link's in the description below if you would like to purchase it. Thank you. Au revoir.